Panel. We have Jonathan Gilliam. He is a former Navy SEAL. Tom Ruskin is a former NYPD detective investigator. Lisa Daftari is the founding editor of MideastFaces.com. She's also a Fox News contributor. Thank you to all of you for joining us. First of all, how critical is it that we find that fourth suspect, that woman?
Well, I'd say it's pretty critical. I mean, I think the most critical part was actually ending these two sieges that were going on. But now that she's on the run, we don't know what part she played in it, how dangerous she is. Look, just because she's a female, a human being that is bent on killing is a very dangerous creature, male or female. So if that's who she is and that's her MO, they need to find her.
It would have been, or would it have been better to take some of those other suspects alive so that we had more information about what was going on?
These are people who are very heavily armed and willing to kill, and you take them any way you can. If you have to shoot them and kill them, chances are if they hadn't shot and killed them, they would have killed more of the hostages in there. And we don't know what kind of explosives they had on them as of yet.
So does it make finding this fourth person even more critical then?
Yeah, because she had trained with one of the other hostage takers. She is heavily armed as far as we know, and she is capable of killing. To Jonathan's point, you have to find her and not assume that just because she's a woman, she's not capable of killing. She is capable of killing.
Yeah. Lisa, what's your takeaway from all this?
I think what's important is, and these two gentlemen can talk about strategy, but important to take a look at context and put this into what can we take away from this whole thing. It's how expansive, well-coordinated, and well carried out this entire mission was. From earlier this week to what happened today, I mean, it's very scary how, we should take out of our lexicon phrases like lone wolf terrorist or homegrown terrorists. These two gentlemen, born and raised in Paris, they're Parisian, but they had connections to Yemen, to the headquarters of Al-Qaeda, not only to the terror group Al-Qaeda, but to actual individuals who were involved in planning, especially these attacks on the West. So obviously, Yemen is a hot spot. It's not safe as we thought it was, and there is more and Paris has been pretty much, France has been a little bit in denial about what has been under the surface existing. The problem of anti-Semitism has been there for a long time. Between 100 and 200,000 Parisian, or I should say French, Jews immigrated from Paris to Israel just this year, knowing that there was this anti-Jewish sentiment under the surface.
You mentioned Al-Qaeda because these are some of the details that have come to light. Saeed visited Yemen to receive weapons training from Al-Qaeda. How significant is that?
Well, I think it's very significant, and going off what Lisa was just saying, we have to stop looking at these individuals as homegrown or lone wolves. The fact is they are operatives. It doesn't matter if ISIS trained them, Al-Qaeda trained them. It doesn't matter if they came from the United States, Australia, or Paris. They are a part of an ideology that is at war with the world, and we have to start looking at that and realizing that we are at war, that these operations are going to continue, and when they have the ability in France to just jump over, get some training, and come back, which is very easy, that's a big deal.
The president is going to come to the podium here in a moment, and we're going to listen in to what he has to say, because even though he's supposed to talk about education, no doubt he will make comments about what happened here. I'm sorry, what happened in Paris. We'll go ahead and listen in.